For 2 years, I have been shouting from the rooftops that Republicans are coming for contraception. And every time I did that, conservative doorknobs would come into our comments being like, no, they're not. So I'm just going to let them hear it straight from the horse's mouth, because today the Senate is voting on the Right to Contraception Act. And half the Senate, the Republican half, is expected to vote no. Yesterday, we were invited to attend the Senate hearing on this act, and the Republicans had Christina as their star witness. If you're not familiar, Christina is an extremist who believes that is never necessary to save a woman's life, which means that she thinks that children should be forced to give birth and that women should be forced to give birth and go into labor regardless of the outcomes on them or that fetus. And look at what she admitted yesterday when Senator Murray asked her about contraception.
Do you think that IUDs and emergency contraceptives are abortifacients? Yes or no?
So if you look at the package inserts for such as the copper IUD, it actually clearly states that they do prevent implantation even if fertilization has occurred, which would classify that as an abortifacient, yes.
There you have it. That is the GOP star witness telling you what they're going to do. I'll include the full clip in case you're curious, but that has been their plan since day one, and they have been institutionalizing it by systematically stripping away our rights. By normalizing the reduction of our freedoms, they have allowed themselves to go from 0 to 5, which was, let's say, let's get rid of all, to 10, which was pregnancy registers, to 20, which was no exceptions, to now getting rid of contraception, because this is all part of a larger plan where they strip away enough protections for women that we are essentially left with no other option other than to be subservient in the only role that they believe us to be, which is barefoot and pregnant.
I have a question for you, and I want a simple yes or no. Do you believe that women should have access to Plan B? Yes or no?
I believe that women deserve to have accurate information about their health care.
I'm not asking you that question. Do you believe that women should have access to Plan B?
I think that women should be given any medication under the supervision of a physician.
So you support access to Plan B?
I support women having access to accurate information and care from a physician.
Do you believe that women should have access to medication abortion? Just yes or no?
Chemical abortion are dangerous,
Yes or no?
high-risk drugs.
So no. Do you believe women should have access to IUDs? Yes or no?
I believe that, again, women should receive comprehensive health care under the
Access to-
direction of a physician.
Access to IUDs? Do you believe women should have access to IUDs? Yes or no?
I believe that women should have access to OBGYN physicians who can counsel them about all of their
Take
options.
that as a no. And I want to ask you for the record today, do you think that IUDs and emergency contraceptives are abortifacients? Yes or no?
So if you look at the package inserts for such as the copper IUD, it actually clearly states that they do prevent implantation even if fertilization has occurred,
so
which
do
would
you
classify that as an abortifacient, yes,
Do you believe
per
that?
the package insert.
Okay. I just want to, for the record, say, Dr. Francis, your organization has taken the mind-boggling position in defiance of nearly all medical experts that abortion is never necessary to save a woman's life. According to resources that were put out by your organization, you recommend that in cases of dangerous pregnancy complications like a massive placental abruption, women should be forced to labor for 24 hours, even if that means being treated with blood transfusions in intensive care, and even if their pregnancy is non-viable in the first place, just so they can deliver a, quote, intact fetus. It has also been well documented how your organization is working behind the scenes with Republican lawmakers to redefine certain kinds of contraceptives as abortions, so you can ultimately ban those types of contraceptions. I think that is incredibly alarming. And it's really important for people to understand the Republican minority has specifically invited you to this hearing today despite those dangerous positions.